Anyway, Robin, let's do the news and get out of here.
Boy.
I've had a long day. And it's only just beginning.
What have you got to do today?
Oh, I'll tell you off the air. There's, you can imagine, I'm sure, if you think about what's going on with this week.
I'll have to think about it.
Think about it. You know,
my brain is working very slowly.
It is, I know. Yours and Fred's.
I'm at Fred's speed today.
Yeah, boy, you.
I've never been this slow.
Now you know what it's like to be Fred. Now you won't make fun of him anymore.
Very difficult.
All right.
A videotape secretly recorded at a maximum security prison shows Richard Speck, whose slaying of 8 people shocked the nation, using drugs, having sex, and saying he's having the time of his life in prison.
Richard Speck is dead.
I know he's dead now, but this was recorded before he died.
No kidding.
Yeah, and apparently prison wasn't all that bad.
See?
If they only knew how much fun I was having in here, they would turn me loose, Speck says on the tape. The tape shows Speck stripping off his jumpsuit to reveal blue women's underwear.
Oh, my goodness.
Along with another inmate who sports a white powder that appears to be cocaine.
Are those see-through underpants?
What do you care?
Right.
Do you really want to see through his underwear?
For the record or off the record?
The videotape, portions of which began airing last week on Chicago's WBBM TV, shows no contrition from the man who killed 8 student nurses nearly 30 years ago.
We got to get that tape.
He died of a heart attack. See, it was a heart attack that killed him.
Right. He was having too much fun.
It wasn't like he was put to death. It probably was the cocaine.
Right. Bastard.
One day shy of his 50th birthday. The tape is a major embarrassment for Illinois corrections officials who, beginning tomorrow, will be called before a state legislative panel to answer questions about why this guy was having such a good time.
Hey, the guy was crazy, wasn't he? So, what does he know? Maybe he really wasn't having a good time. What's the matter with them?
No, he's not supposed to be doing drugs and getting a hold of women's underwear in prison.
Oh, please. Everybody does drugs in prison.
First of all, they were in an area where there was videotape equipment. How did they get there?
Well,
they're not supposed to be roaming free. It was the staff training equipment. The 2-hour tape surfaced last summer. So the guy was in there taping himself having a good time. Surfaced last summer when an attorney approached WBBM anchor Bill Curtis.
Who was he having sex with, other guys? Or women?
I don't know. I don't know. One inmate is heard saying it is 1988. It was a pornographic tape, according to Curtis. They have anal and oral sex for the camera.
Wow. Oh, we guys.
I guess so, with each other.
Why do I picture prison as guys in cells? I guess that's outdated. Seems like everyone's roaming around with anal
loose.
And... loose as a goose.
Speck, a companion, and a third man who did the taping do not appear to be fearful of being caught. On the tape, Speck admits he committed the killings. He never did that
in real life.
On the record.
So maybe it was just like for the movie.
Breaking for the first time his claim of a drug-induced amnesia. During his trial, he said he couldn't remember because he was in a drug haze. But there on the tape, there he is admitting it. I think they're going to start playing this tape on A&E. Bill Curtis has a show on there.
Oh, good.
And I think next Saturday they're going to start showing portions of the interview. They won't show us the sex.
I heard they're going to play that on Nick at Night.
No, I guess that's for sale later on.
Right.
You know, got to think of the video.
What do you think? Michael Buffer wants to say something.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
let's get ready to smell each other's farts!
There's another guy having too good a time.
Yeah. How do you make a living doing that?
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
it's a whole empire.
Let's get ready to smell each other's farts!
He's got a hit record.
Let's get ready to eat a lot of carrots and change the color of our duty.
I love that guy.
That whole thing copyrighted and trademarked so nobody else can do it.
He has all day to do that.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
let's get ready to smell each other's farts!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to kick Tom in the nuts!
That's all he does is yell. He's got a great living from that. You and I are sitting here trying to dream up stuff.
Yeah.
Dopes.
And he thought of one idea. It's carried him all the way.
Oh, yeah. I think up a new idea every 5 minutes.
You got millions of them.
Yeah. He spends his entire life yelling and renting tuxedos, and I'm sitting here like a dope, trying to figure out how to make a living.
Typing in your computer.
Yeah, I'm having a computer every minute. It's going blind. I'm on Lotus Notes.
Mayor Marion Barry returned to work yesterday after a sudden 17-day absence for a spiritual renewal.
Yep.
You'll remember he spent 6 months in jail in 1991-92 after he was videotaped in an undercover sting while smoking crack in a local hotel.
I sent someone down, we're getting the tape, I think, tomorrow, to ask questions of black people in Washington, D.C., to say, now would you still vote for Mayor Marion Barry? I got to hear the answer.
All right. He says he has not succumbed once again to substance abuse. No, I did not relapse into drug and alcohol. That's what he said at a combined rally and news conference yesterday. But he said he had been experiencing symptoms that could cause a relapse.
What does that mean?
Excessive worrying, overreacting to stressful situations.
You know, he's the mayor.
And I had started smoking cigarettes again. He once again kicked the tobacco habit at his spiritual retreat. He said, I wanted to go to a place where the Holy Spirit of God dwelt. Dwelt.
Where it dwelt.
And not evil forces dwelt.
Where are the evil forces at? That must be the white women.
The mayor said he and his wife also played tennis.
That'll help
on this retreat.
Excellent. The mayor.
Anyway, some of his friends and foes are suggesting that he resign, but he says he will now be better able to govern, that he's had a little rest.
Washington, D.C. is a nightmare. And that's the guy running it.
Well, there's a good reason for that.
Yeah. People of Washington do him great. Well, the people of Washington wanted to teach the white people a lesson and say, hey, you can't tell us who to vote for. So I know as a white man, I am suffering now.
Well, you're speculating. I don't think you really sat down with anybody and had this conversation.
I had it with myself, and I'm pretty... Richard Speck would be a better mayor.
I see you in the paper today. I always wonder about these photographs.
Let me see that.
Do you know
I need a spiritual...
being photographed by these paparazzi?
Well, no, yeah, are you talking about at the movie set?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out doing a shoot, and they got a hold of me.
Did they see... You saw them?
Yeah, you can't do anything about it, so...
No, I just wondered if sometimes they just sort of get you and you don't know it.
I was real irritated about it. We were out shooting a scene, and I just started getting really irritated because we were trying to work. And you know, everyone explained to me, look, this is what goes on, so what are you going to do? Yeah,
it's you and Betty standing there.
Yeah. I didn't see that.
And you look like the old Howard Stern. Yeah. That's why I almost thought it was an old picture.
Yeah. So they were out there doing some stuff. And you just can't. You just got to deal with it because, like.
What are you going to do?
What they were telling me, some of the photographers out there, the ones that like to get punched so they can sue people and stuff.
Oh, so they'd love to get into a little.
Yeah, but you know what it is? You want to just sort of.
Keep things under wraps.
Keep things under wraps. You're putting a lot of money into it and keep it under your hat. But they got to go ruining everything. So what are you going to do? I'm not going to be like. I'm not a strong man like Alec Baldwin. Go for him and start punching the guy.
You're not going to break anybody's nose.
Yeah, right.
Probably break your hand.
So I was getting crazy, and I'm turning my back every minute, and I'm going, I need an umbrella, put an umbrella around me. And they said to me, look, the more you sit there and fight these guys, the more they stay around. Let them sit there and take their stupid pictures, and then they leave. And that's what they did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Divers are still searching the murky waters of the Everglades, trying to recover pieces of an airplane, body parts, and the black boxes that contain the recorded information and could tell them what happened in the last moments of that ValuJet flight that ended tragically.
Right.
Over the weekend. They say that they're finding bits and pieces of people, Howard. It's one of the most difficult rescue efforts. Even the seasoned rescuers are having difficulty with this. First of all, they have to be completely covered in protective clothing.
Right.
Because of mosquitoes and snakes and whatever, the muddy waters. And they've got sharpshooters out there keeping their eye out for crocodiles or alligators so that they don't get thrown into the water and suffer the same fate as the people who crashed in this plane.
Is it a rescue if everybody's dead?
Well, it's a recovery. How about that?
Would you have the nerve to go down there and try to recover that in that swampland? I mean, would you...
Thank goodness there are people who will do this. I even see that the guy who did Elvis's autopsy has gone down there to volunteer his services.
Man.
But they have to try to identify the remains for the families. And people are saying, well, wait a minute, you're fishing out fingers and feet.
Yeah.
Do people really want that back? And the officials there say, yes, the people want something to bury.
Yeah. No, man.
So,
I wouldn't want that. Why do the alligators leave over a toe? I don't understand that.
Well, you know how it is when you eat. You don't absolutely get every morsel.
Oh, that's so awful. You think that I would be like somebody's leftovers. Yeah, I'll eat this now. Maybe I'll have some later. I'll just throw it out.
You know, it goes bad after a few days. You know how fresh meat is.
Yeah, I mean, these guys come back and hand you a vial of alligator duty and say, look, we've identified your dad in this vial of duty. You can bury that. Great. Oh, man, what a horrible death. And
they said the biggest thing they found so far is like a knee.
Your dad's in here somewhere in this alligator duty. Oh. Here's his knee. Great. I'll tell you something.
They also say that if they find, a piece of skin with a tattoo or a portion of a tattoo on it, that's a good identification marker.
That's why I'm getting tattooed. I want people to find me in case I'm ever eaten by an alligator.
So every little thing can help in this identification process.
Did you hear they were down there, they found an alligator wearing a Rolex? Yeah, I gotta see it.
If you have tissue attached to a pacemaker, they can get the serial number off the pacemaker and identify you that way.
Oh, man. Man, could those people possibly have survived the crash and then only to be dragged down into the mucky waters underneath by an alligator, shoved under a rock, drowning as the alligator eats them?
I'm praying that these people died in the crash. Thank you, Jackie.
Jackie isn't.
That the alligators are just taking off the dead bodies.
Right.
Because that would be just too horrible to think of them surviving and then being dragged off.
Right.
So I choose to think of it another way. The families are having a great deal of trouble with this because there's nothing to see. Your loved one is gone.
Right.
And there's no evidence.
What a horror. I don't know.
A lot of people are making noises about the fact that it was a female pilot, and people are saying that, maybe she wasn't a very good pilot because she was a woman, but that's ridiculous.
Is that true?
Well, that not for any reason except that
wasn't that little kid a woman who just
No,
crashed?
She was a little girl.
I see.
So stop making those kind of connections. The woman was a seasoned pilot. She had worked her way up through the ranks.
Don't women have bad hand-eye coordination?
Plenty of men have fallen out of the sky.
Maybe she had her period, though.
What's that got to do with anything?
Oh, yeah.
You forget your period in times like that.
Yeah, right. You never forget that.
I do.
No, you don't. I see you around here.
Yeah,
I can tell when you're on your period.
When am I on my period? Every day. Thank you, Jack.
I know you're not on it today.
You do not.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
You're not on it.
I am too.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Are you really?
Uh-huh.
No, you're not.
I am. I'll prove it.
Prove it. Let me see the string. She's not on her period. Go ahead. You're way too jolly. Go ahead.
So anyway, they found one black box. They're still looking for another one. That's going to be flown to Washington. They say it's in pretty good shape. They hope to get some good data off of it. The people who are responsible for airline safety, the National Transportation and Safety Board Vice Chairman Robert Francis was talking yesterday. Here's what he had to say about the crash and the investigation.
Here's what's his name again?
Robert Francis.
Gentlemen, here on the Howard Stern Show, let's be ready to be stupid and clueless like Papa Fooey.
That is not him.
Papa Fooey. This doesn't work, this card.
Oh.
Hold on. Robert Francis, unavailable for comment. Hold on.
All of a sudden he's clamming up on us.
Once in a while, I think it's the tape, though, machine, though.
Yeah?
I don't think it's the tape. Let's see.
Nothing, huh?
0. Wait, let me try it again.
An early inspection of both of the engines indicates, that there is no projectile damage apparent, and thus, again, apparently no catastrophic failure of the engine.
So it wasn't the engines that took the plane down. The last audible message from the plane was the request to have the location of the nearest small airport radioed to them. And there was a report that there was smoke in the cockpit. But that's about it for the clues as to why that plane fell out of the sky. The head of ValuJet was on Larry King last night.
They found just his head and they put it on there?
Jesus. No, I meant he's the head of the company.
Oh, I thought the guy was on the plane. They found his head and brought it on.
Louis Jordan.
Louis Jordan?
Yes, he was on Larry King last night, and he says that the Federal Aviation Commission gives value or economy airlines special attention, and he welcomes that additional scrutiny.
We more than welcome their idea of additional inspections of ValuJet. The additional eyes give us assurance that we have an opportunity to be the safest in the skies. And as you know, up until a minute before this accident, we had never had a fatality at ValuJet Airlines.
I understand that at a number
That's comforting.
of airports, the people were jumping airlines. But ValuJet was flying yesterday, and they said that lots of people were still getting on board.
Sure.
O.J. Simpson is continuing his tour of Great Britain. Yesterday he went on some chat show they have over there where they have two sort of lightweight interviewers, a husband and wife team.
Who don't ask him anything too rough.
But apparently they put on their boxing gloves and came out for a real good fight last night, which was a surprise to O.J. They said at first he seemed rather relaxed, and then he started to sweat a little bit and get a little testy.
O.J. the Ripper.
With the interviewers. They tried to ask him questions about the murder of his wife and her friend Ron Goldman. He claims still that the blood and DNA evidence was all a cover-up or set up by the police.
Look out!
And he explained away his ride in the Bronco by saying that he was suffering from despair for the first time in his life. He thought that people believed that he was responsible for these murders, and he just didn't know what to do with himself. So he got in his car with a disguise and a lot of money because he didn't know what else to do.
Well, what's wrong with this guy? Can't he just disappear? No, he's got to keep putting himself on TV. He's got to be
He also says that money, which he claims it wasn't as much as the $7,000 or $8,000 reported by the police, he says it was the money was for his children.
Uh-huh.
Since he's got a whole bunch of money, and if he dies, all the money will go to his children, why does he have to just give them $8,000?
Because he's O.J. and he's irrational and he kills people.
I see.
So, and there's no rational statement that comes out of this guy's mouth, and everyone in the world knows he's guilty, except we're all playing like, some people are playing like he's innocent.
He is continuing to play golf.
Yeah.
And today he's going to meet the Oxford debating team. That debate is closed to the public.
Well, there's a debate. Who's going to take the side that O.J. didn't do it beside O.J.?
I don't know whether it's a real debate they're going to do or a roast. It's very strange. I don't know what's going on over there.
When we was in the car, I said to AC, where's despair? Where's despair? And he thought I meant despair. I meant despair tire. I don't know. But
his former lawyer, Robert Shapiro, says that if he were O.J.'s lawyer in the civil case, he would advise him just as he did in his criminal case.
Yeah, great.
I would advise him the same way I did in the criminal case and the same way I advise all my clients, and that is, it's not in your best interest to say anything. He's going to have an opportunity to speak, and that's when he testifies in a civil case, and that will be the defining moment for him, I think, probably in his life, for his future.
My advice, if I was O.J.'s lawyer, would be to fly to Krypton and live there under the shield of the red sun.
Do you think he would be a Superman there?
Yeah. He would be super O.J. He could kill a lot of people. No one could even hurt him because he'd be invulnerable.
They say in Hot Copy today that Johnny Cochran's people will no longer answer questions about O.J. Simpson until you buy his book.
Right. Yeah. So if you buy the book, he'll answer the question. It's great. Make more money off
this.
The
PR rep cut them off, they say, when the lawyers, they started firing questions at the lawyer about O.J.'s 25th anniversary party at the Northside Center for Child Development.
Right.
They say that Cochran will keep his lips zipped until his book comes out in October, at which time he plans to sell more books, he says, than Chris Darden.
Let me take a break. We'll come back and wrap up.
All right.
Right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. We're back back with the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Keep yourself alive. All you do, keep yourself alive.
Sort of sounds like that song to me. Anyway, anything else in the news, Robin? Or
Yes, of course. There's always something
Go ahead.
in the news. First of all, imagine this being your nightmare. You're a 14-year-old kid or you're a 12-year-old kid.
And you have my mother.
Bored out of your mind because you're so incredibly bright. You don't have time for whatever they're showing you in school.
Right.
So they keep socking you in detention and you keep getting into trouble and nobody notices how brilliant you are.
Well, that's what happened to me.
Well, thank goodness it was finally discovered about Hans Sarkuni, who is 14 years old and about to graduate from Rutgers University.
Wow.
The youngest kid ever to graduate from that New Jersey University.
If I had that kind of situation, I'd be smart about it. I wouldn't reveal it to anyone. I'd just sit there and have some fun. Like goof off for a couple of years before I go to college.
Well, they kept giving him detention for not paying attention.
Yeah, but you sit there and act like you're paying attention. See what I'm saying?
Well, why waste a brilliant mind like this, slowing him down?
Hey, ask Fred that. Don't ask me. He's got a very brilliant mind.
The kid may go to graduate school. He's very happy now that they finally discovered it wasn't that he was a malcontent. He was just bored.
Right.
So sad.
Too sad.
I always thought that this might happen to me. That's why I stopped playing the lottery, that one day I'd hit a winner and I wouldn't even know it. A deadline has run out for whoever won $24.3 million in the New Jersey lottery.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
They drew this winning ticket over a year ago. Wow. The deadline for claiming your prize just expired over the weekend.
Oh, that's sick.
The winning numbers were 10, 24, 27, 31, 41, and 44. Now everybody will go out and play those numbers.
$24 million?
$24 million just sitting there and no winner to come pick it up.
That's a lot of high colonics, Robin.
That's nothing but high colonics.
Day and night.
I don't even have to work anymore.
That's right.
You wanted to know what Twister made in its first weekend at the box office, the new Steven Spielberg movie?
$24 million.
$41.1 million.
$41 million.
In 3 days.
I got to beat that with my movie.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
My movie's going to be better than that.
They expect this to top the 100 million mark. Another movie this year that has topped the 100 million mark is Robin Williams' Birdcage.
Yeah. Birdcage.
This is news just for Scott. Children exposed to smoke in their homes have more cold, flu, bronchitis, and pneumonia and miss 7 million more days than other kids, according to a major study.
7 million days?
7 million days. That's all the kids.
Guys, say how you graduate school.
Researchers for the Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in Atlanta interviewed the parents of 17,000 children between the ages of 1 and 10, and they have decided that exposure to secondhand smoke is the culprit. They had never studied secondhand smoke exposure in such a large group of people before.
Listen.
So you're smoking your kids sick.
Yeah.
There are gruesome new details in the beating death of an 18-month-old girl allegedly by a 10-year-old babysitter out in Colorado. Authorities say the weapon was a dog chain, and the baby was left to die on a bed alongside a dead cat.
You killed the cat, too?
This is a rapid progression. You know how we talk about people who kill animals someday will kill people?
It never fails.
Well, this kid didn't waste any time. He killed the cat like that so much, went and killed the baby, I guess. Well, that's my take on the whole thing. The 10-year-old is being held without bond for investigation. He is the only suspect in the case. He would become the youngest murder suspect in Colorado history if charged. The suspect's family members say he is nonviolent and wrongly accused. Well, who the hell killed the baby?
Yeah, it worked for O.J.
Neighbors say the boy lives in a house of chaos with his father, who pleaded guilty to misdemeanor child abuse in 1994, and 5 siblings. A former neighbor says the boy once poked out the eyes of the family dog.
The incubus. Well, you know, he's just imitating what he sees at home.
Several calls at the house in recent years.
Right. I should lock up the parents. And then
they should lock up everyone in this group.
And then execute the kid, because there's no way the kid's coming back normal. Anything else?
Let me see. That Make-A-Wish kid who wants to go kill the bear.
Yeah.
He is going to get
Good.
to do it. The
He
Make-A-Wish Foundation says this is very common in Midwestern families to have this history of hunting. Kid is dying of a terminal disease. They got in contact with this Make-A-Wish Foundation and said his lifelong dream is to go on a hunting trip with his father to Alaska to kill a Kodiak bear.
I heard he wants to shoot a few park rangers, too. Is that
All
okay?
kinds of animal rights groups are up in arms, saying this is wrong. And what is the Make-A-Wish Foundation doing? Well, Doug Elmetz, who is of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, had this to say.
I'd want to screw a whore.
A whore.
Yeah. Well, what am I going to get? Yeah, no, excuse me, I'd like Jamie Lee Curtis. Does she grant wishes?
We're not going to let anybody, after we've granted this wish, change our mind. We are moving forward with the wish.
So we're going to make a death.
So they're getting the $4,000 for the trip.
Right.
Leave them alone. Nothing you can do about it.
Let the kid kill a bear.
Oh, isn't that a blessing? I'm glad you see it that way.
Who gets the pelt?
Prince and his wife, his new wife,
Are divorcing?
Maytay, or whatever her name is.
Mitai.
Mitai, is that it?
I don't know.
I can't pronounce his name. I can't pronounce her name. They were seen having a fight, verbal argument, outside of a club the other night. Prince apparently wanted to go into the tunnel to see a favorite DJ of his, and his pregnant wife did not want to go into this smoke-filled room.
Right.
So they had a bunch of words, and finally Prince wound up going home with her or wherever they went after that. Prince is now henpecked.
Good. He's like the rest of us now.
He had the life.
He can't go anywhere now.
And he gave it up to get married.
What a nitwit.
So that's what's happening.
Thanks, Robin. Let me do the plugs. Jackie Penthouse Marlin.
Yo.
I got to get home so my wife can yell at me and tell me where not to go. 78 wild minutes of filthy jokes on CD or cassette on the hysterical Sgt. Pepper. Boy, that's a funny album. Only $12 plus $4 shipping and handling. Father's Day special. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Friday night, Jackie, June 7th. 2 shows to catch a rising star in Philly, Pennsylvania for dirty jokes. And Jokeland's web address. Call 516-922-WINE. This Saturday, join Fred and his band King Norris unplugged at Detour at 13 and 1st in Manhattan. And Miss Jackie the Jokeman, Stuttering John, Baba Booey at the Kevin Gillespie softball tournament this Saturday on Randall's Island. You can watch the game, play miniature golf, or take batting practice. It's a family day. For more information, call 212-860-6586. Also, if you're planning a wedding, a party, you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. He's a lot of fun, as he does. Hands up, baby. Hands up, baby, baby. Hands up. I would leave you with that Tommy Lee song that they have from the new Barbed Wire soundtrack, but it's dirty, I think.
Yeah, we can't be sure there are not any more dirty words in it.
I feel like hearing that, but I guess not. I can leave you.
Somebody better preview that for us.
I could leave you the Macarena. We're going to do this tomorrow on the air.
We're all going to learn.
Yeah. I can listen to this.
It's, by the way, I found out from all the Spanish people, it's not the Macarena, it's a Macarena.
Macarena.
That's different.
Cares. It's America.
The Macarena.
All right, we'll be back after this. I mean, I don't know when we'll be back.
I mean...